Hey, Hunters, HaloZoo here for another Prehistoric Kingdom video. Gonna do the penultimate one this time, where we do some of the carnivores. So we're gonna be doing 4 of them today, and then 4 of them next week. Uh, well, for you, it's next week. For me, this is literally recorded the day of part 3. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. Hmm. I kind of want to do Spino last. So I think I'm going to do... Well, I've got to do T-Rex and Tarbo. And I think I'm going to do Torvosaurus as well today. Just get them out of the way, and then we'll do these 4 lovely critters. Which means well... Um... Hmm. Yeah, I'll do that. I was contemplating doing Dinochirus, but yeah, we'll let him make it to tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. For me, it might be tomorrow. For you, it's been a whole week. The joys of recording. Anyway, let's just rip the band-aid off. Get over here, Tarbosaurus. We're doing you first. So Clara and Chono. What sort of name is Chono? What? Who names their child Chono? Okay, anyway. Um, these guys are purely carnivorous, but this area is gonna be weird. What the hell are you doing here? What? That's a Camarasaurus. What? How the hell did you get out? Is this where Grandis is? I think this is Grandis. Yeah. That's where he's supposed to be. How the heck are they getting out? What the hell is going on, game? That... I don't get it. But anyway, okay, that was freaking weird. Uh... I... Argentinosaurus maybe I could see getting out, but that's like the best fence in the game. They should not be getting out. But instead, we gotta deal with this frickin' thing that I have been dreading the entire time. So, it's got desert, I think temperate, coastal, scrub, and marsh? Or here, let me get my note card for it, so I remember what the frickin' 5 are. Yeah. Desert, wetland, scrub, temp, coastal. Alright, so... Hmm... I'm thinking we have... These 4 will have their water, like, here, so... Tarbo's gonna have water here. That always looks weird. But anyway, we're gonna put Tarbo's water here. And it's gonna have to be small, but... Well, give him like a small swampland. So we're definitely putting the coastal area over here. So that's going to be temperate. Or coastal. So I'm thinking temperate. Trying to think of how I can do this effectively. So I'm thinking I want my desert, like, here maybe? So that's where our desert segment is. Where it's all dry. And we're going to put scrubland all in between. Let's just get started on that. Make sure clearly define that. This is a very scrub-dominated one, but I think scrubland's going to be the best one to divide our different biomes. So I'm thinking, we've got a segment of coastal forest that's going to be in one corner, and then we've got so there's our wetland. There's our desert. Here's our coastal bit. And then here's our temperate bit. So you've got a lot of interesting stuff to deal with. So that's the joys of these. And we're going to have a lot of temperate in this one, because that's what I decided. This is going to be wacky as hell, but we're going to make it work, That's what we do here. I think I'm going to start with the planting of... Well, we're going to check their height. So they're just under the fence height. So that's going to give us an important benchmark when it comes to these houses and stuff. Because we need something that in height goes above the deal. So this would actually work. But I do slightly question its use, though. Because I think it's going to be too big. So this would work. It's not too big. That's way too big. This... no, I think it's just a little too small. This one, yeah, way too small. I could also use this. Because it would work. But it'd have to be fancy with the tree covering surrounding it. And I don't really want... Well, yeah. But I think ultimately what I'm going to do, actually, is we're going to set this in, like, the very corner. And we're going to do a trick that I haven't used in a while. That, like, I haven't even attempted for a while. But we're going to do it again here. Ankle snap it. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I think this actually does work for them. As I remember, actually. So... we just... then delete that. And we can replace these two segments with it. And voila! It is a very private shelter for your Tarbosaurus. And we can just put, like, boom, boom. There we go. So this gives us a private shelter without having to fall back on the sort of dense tree covering that I've used in the past. Ah, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'm actually gonna delete it all. Remove that one because that one I believe is the main troublemaker when it comes to them. Okay, we want... well, let's try 20 meter maybe. I think that. Once again, I don't know what it is with this sometimes. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do a more curated planting then. But certainly working as I've hoped. Okay, I think... Yeah, Okay, actually, we're gonna delete the shorter redwoods. Hmm. So I'm gonna delete some of the trees. Or at least some of the trees that I think are superfluous. Like that one. And then we go back over here, deselect 5 meters. Screw it, I think. I think that'll do. Should get this pretty well fleshed out in terms of foliage. There we go. I think that's going to be a bit better. And now our one and only fill it with ferns moment. Because we got to make sure there's those ferns. Because ferns are important. To making it mine, at least. Because no coastal area is complete without a copious amount of ferns. So this leads us on to where I can confidently paint the coastal grass here. I'm actually going to paint it a little wider for when we paint scrub grass. And then we go back to substrate for inside here. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so there's the Tarbo scrub. Or the coastal. So our desert. Make sure I expand that. There we go. There we are. Okay. So we have a little dry segment, which I think I want to have like a bunch of shorter plants in. Where there's not like any big plants here. I think I'll go for slightly taller than a man, but... I think, yeah, this is a nice vibe. Yeah, it works splendidly, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. That's definitely one of those, like, I didn't expect it to turn out great. Like, I wasn't expecting much out of it, yet I've pleasantly surprised myself with how good that turned out. Okay, this, however, oh boy. That one, This one, this is going to be interesting. So, let's go over to temperate. I hate this one. But they won it apparently, so let's try to get something. There we go. There we are. There we are. Okay, that's good. We'll call it good. Definitely, totally not because I absolutely hate this biome and don't want to deal with it anymore, but, you know, let's just look over the deal that the fact that I despise temperate as a biome in this game. I don't know what it is about it. I don't like it. Like, this is okay, but I mean, honestly, I would have liked something... I don't know. I don't know what it is about a temperate, but it just never works for me. I don't know why, but it doesn't. You know? Like... It fails to capture me in any meaningful way. So I just don't think I can connect with it ever. That works. It's close enough. Let's actually go to 5 meter. Let's actually not plant the mangroves yet. And plant the cypresses and stuff. Getting a lot of the one tree over there. I am gonna add these, but hmm. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, select all and deselect the big trees. And go 15 meter brush, I guess. There we go. It's a small swamp, but it works. Now we get on to the interesting part. And I actually need to... Real quickly, I'm going to do something. There's a method to my madness, but... Before we get started, I am actually going to paint the scrub grass. Because... I want to get this out of the way, but... What I'm thinking is, I can... use this brush. Just go here. Like that. Then we go here. And then... There we go. There's our scrubland. Ready to go. So, what I'm thinking is... We have... Okay, so we're gonna just select all, but we're gonna deselect... our ground cover stuff, or what I designate as ground cover. I'm gonna add this to ground cover. So yeah, I think this is the smallest brush I can realistically use. It's the 25 meter. There we go. Kind of got semi-open scrub forest. And then we go to this brush. We go like 20 meter, I guess. And there we go. A pretty unique kind of forest. It's got lots of open forest here. And we got, of course, the 4 distinct, like, sub-areas. The biomes divided by the central scrubland. Which has actually turned out beautifully. That... Alright, I was dreading Tarbosaurus. But... I think I've conquered it decently well. As... they're here. And they got everything they could want. Which is awesome. Except for the fact that I put frickin' frozen fruit blocks! Y'all are probably laughing at me as I derp so hard. I reflexively placed fruit blocks. Like, that almost sounded like a chainsaw. I'll be honest. Blood pumpkin. There we go. They like the blood pumpkin. It's more like right there. Yeah. And then... it was like over here, I guess. And last but not least, it was like here. There we go. Okay, now... there is Tarbosaurus. Stupid not T-Rex. I really hope they separate Tarbosaurus from T-Rex in the menu. Just because I think there's so much more they could do with it, honestly. Speaking of T-Rex... I think we're going to go with Leatherhide. Because I think it's the one I actually like. Molten... I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why I don't like the, like, brighter head on Molten. Brumal... unfortunately, it's too fluffy to be practical, really. Even if it is cool, but you know, it's cool we get a fluffy Rex, but we don't really need a fluffy Rex, you know. So this is what this is the last Hell Creek biome. So this is the last Hell Creek. So we're gonna go out with a bang here, or well, not really bang. Kind of out with a whimper more than anything, but I have a little pool for our Rexes to chill at in the wetland segment of their biome. Their home. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to make sure I cover this in wetland grass, because I don't actually need grassland in this one, so it's not like Spino's going to be... Because surprisingly, dinosaurs like grasslands in this game. If anything, they like them more than mammals. At least on average, I think. So we're going to put the tropical over here. Have it like about midway. So this is where our tropical zone is going to be. I'm actually going to mark the wetland zone with mud. So there's definitely plenty to go with here in the wetland. And I got plenty of space, so I can actually... kind of feel like expanding this out. Makes sense. And then... got a massive temperate segment. That is going to surround where the coastal area goes, which is where Rex House will be. There we go. Okay, okay. So, how tall are these guys compared to fence? Okay, just under it as well. So, do I splurge on it? I mean, it's such an epic one. It's really cool. So I think... There. Can I plant a bunch of ferns here? Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, it's worth it, honestly. I have an idea, actually. Boom. Okay, that is actually epic. All right. There we go. Okay. Now we're ready for Super Fern mode. Where we just go ham with the ferns, as per usual. What? How did the Dilophosaurus get out? There. Get back in your cage. How the hell are they getting out? How? What? Which one? It's a Regalis. Huh. Huh. That is weird. Honestly. I have no idea what could possibly cause that, and that's concerning the hell out of me. Actually, I want to make sure I give myself a good buffer zone with that grass, and then turn on the intensity. Make sure that's good. There we go. So this is where the Rexies shall be. And I'm gonna have to get this out of the way. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna attempt something. Because I think I can pull something off. I get like 40 meters. This always plants a way denser forest than I want it to, but... But I think I'd make this work. Just do this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, that is our big temperate forest down. There's its ground cover, which I think honestly is probably the weakest ground cover of them all. These temperates. Which is really sad, because, you know, temperate's a common biome, and yet it doesn't really get around that, like, basic feel, you know? But yeah, it's fine. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So let's get this covered in grass. There we are. We'll extend it further than I intend to and go from there. Now let's finish up with the grass planting. Make sure this is really good. And voila! You know, I'm gonna add a bit more coastal vegetation. Along the border. Kind of give it more like bleed over. So yeah, that looks good. Okay, now then. The tropics and the wetland. So let's get the wetland out of the way. That's actually... Yeah, you know, I'm not going to use those yet. Hmm. Getting a lot of those wetland fishes. And I think, honestly, next update for them, I suggest probably a, or like for the next biome type update, since they're almost done with, well, I'd actually say almost done, but since they are done with like adding more biomes, I think they should work on fleshing out some of these biomes, because I'll be honest, some of these just meh. Really mixed bags. Like, wetland, I think, honestly just needs more swamp beach. Like, there's just one, and only one. But I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out so far, so Let's deselect everything and then go back to like a 20 meter and make sure you get plenty of plants in here. And so this is the Rex's Marsh. Pretty much done, honestly. Yeah. I'd say we could use a little more right here, maybe. Now then, let's fix this up in terrain. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now we hit the tropical. So tropical is going to be a bit different to do, as we know. So you need to remember what we do first is get like all the ground covery plants, which let's say anything like even a bit taller than a person. Like as tall as a person or shorter. We are counting, so this is going to be our ground cover. So we're going to go like 10% on 20, maybe. So this gives us our forest floor. And I'm actually going to go a bit bolder. Because T-Rex is pretty big, so I can probably get away with pretty dense ground cover here. So that's a good density on ground cover, I think. So let's start selecting some trees. Outside of our cape, or like, I haven't planted any of those, have I? No, I have not. We are going to grab our little cape oak trees. We're not going to grab the very big one, though. I want to explicitly save that for later. We're going to go back to 20 meter, 10%. So this creates a nice enough, like, mid-layer to our jungle. And now it's time to go in for the big, like, dense canopy. Which has actually turned out not half bad. Oh gosh, there's the lag. So, boom, boom. And there. That gives us a pretty good covering. A nice and dense jungle for the Rexes to wander and control. And this will pretty much round out our Rex enclosure. So, boom. There we go. This is the realm of the Rexes and the last of Hell Creek. Oh boy, this has been quite an episode so far. Fortunately, it's going to end much more relaxed than it began, as I really did begin with the awful 2. Because, well, let me tell you, Tarbo was, like, the second I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing Tarbo, it was like, yeah, that's a very not fun dino to deal with. There we go. There we are. I think we have blood pumpkins everywhere but here. Yeah, this is the last spot that needs a blood pumpkin. Right here. Voila! The realm of the Tyrants. Oriole. Oh. Oh. I know what's happened. This has a boreal plant on it. Um. Well, it's not the tree. Um. Oh. Let us. Hmm. Doesn't tell me what a part actually is, like what a plant is, but I'm just gonna delete those to be safe. But I don't know why they'd put coastal and boreal stuff in. Hmm. There we go. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Okay, they're fine now. Whew. Okay. Let me double check. How long have I been going for with just these two? Oh, past an hour already. Lovely. But anyway, we're gonna do Torvosauruses now. Let us start with the more bland, in my opinion, Gurney. These guys don't really like crowding either, so we're gonna go 1 and 1. I'm gonna go 1 with these two. Yeah. So this one, just coastal scrub. Not much to say. This guy's gonna be coastal scrub desert, so I'm thinking we're gonna go classic Morrison. Uh, Coastal hides the shelter. Scrub is the oasis, and then desert in the middle. Simple, but it works, you know. Uh, but here we're gonna have a bit more of a divide. So I think we just like strip divide it like this, maybe. And we just, cover this up. But then we go over to coastal and then grab its substrate. And bam. I think this has got some potential for some really cool concepts right here. There we go. There we are. Anyway. Let's get the watering hole down. So they're not going to have much, but they got a little pond here. That's what they get. So that then leads us over to here. I'm just going to like makeshift check this out. I think this is actually a decent scrubland. Honestly. Make it a bit more dense. Focus it some areas. Like right around here. Get some. That actually looks. Yeah, this looks nice. Okay. That is pretty good. Uh. So actually, we're gonna just quickly tree removal. Few plants. There. And we're gonna. Here we go. Get the scrub grass planted. Make sure it's nice and scrubby over here. one even. There we go. There we go. Okay. Also want to make sure I remove all the foliage from in the water. There we go. Okay. So still wish I could just like grab one of these and just automatically have it be meat. So annoying I have to manually set that. It's one of those annoying things of I should not have to do it this way, but I do. Oh. Alright, so let's go over to coastal. Make sure you paint the grass line about where we want it. Like that. Then we go here. Let me just make sure this is all coastal. There we go. Lots of coastal. Okay. Now then. As I recall... Oh, I got one named Zelda. Yeah, these guys are kind of small. I think I can get away with this cave. No, I don't think I can, actually. I don't think I can get away. Yeah. I'll place another of these, but... Oh, we're not replacing, we're placing our own. Boom, boom. Boom. Don't care about star rating. This is freeform, so it really doesn't matter. Makeshift private shelter. Go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. This will be nice enough for our penultimate enclosure of the day. I really want it dense over here, I think. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna go much more powerful on planting the actual ferns themselves. Because, I mean, why wouldn't we at this point? There we go. There we go. There we are. Yeah, that's... There we are. Yeah, deep in the forest is a bunch of these ferns. Especially around here. That's nice. Yeah. Well. Oh. There we go. Get some blood pumpkins in here. Sprinkled all throughout, and voila! Torvosaurus Gurney is here. How do I... Oh, I can't rename it? Dang, nabbit. Oh. There we go. Yay! It's Link. Okay. Anyway. Shenanigans aside, actually, I need to... Boop. Okay, now this one down there, so that's up, up, up. Well, well, these are the same, so I'm gonna put it here. That's how we decide. There we go. Okay. Anyway, as for how their exhibit structure will work, what do we have in Morrison? We've had one main coastal, one main desert, main coastal, and then this is Dryos, right? Yeah. their main desert, so this must be main scrub then. Yeah, it would have to be main scrub, so... There we are. So that's mostly scrub. I got a coastal area here. Actually, well, this was main scrub as well, actually. So, actually, because yeah, main scrub, so main desert, main coastal. Yeah, that's supposed to be main scrub. I derped. Don't mind me derping. We all derp sometimes, you know. It's just human nature. You know, just a part of our lives, you know. As much as we dislike those moments, it's just the nature of life, isn't it? Uh, okay, so let's just get the desert out of the way, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart this segment. Okay, let's go with like 30. Yeah, no. Um, Alright, here we go. I think it's fine forest. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now, of course, is grab all the more ground covery plants and plant them. As you do with plants. There we go. Okay, it's a very verdant desert, but it works, you know. It is what it is. Make sure we got that down. Okay, I think we're ready for the coastal forest, which... I didn't even grab my Torvosauruses. I don't even need to scroll down anymore. Either. We're gonna go volcanic. Bipin and Halia. Here's what we got. So there we go. Let us give them a house. I think I can get away with the cave here. Actually, I'm gonna... Where is it? There. Let's just yoink this. Oh, that's not the one I want. I don't want that one. I want... Did I make the sealed cave? Yes, I have made a sealed cave. Just plunk it over here. There we go. Okay, anyway. There we go. Okay, make sure that's good. Hmm. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna actually angle this like that. Actually gonna... Hmm. Let's go to this mode. Let's scooch it just a little more this way. There we go. Okay, anyway, Oh boy. Okay, so we're just gonna go to remove mode and there we go. Okay. So then we instead have, I don't know. Something is going on here that's not right. There, okay, I'm gonna just... What is wrong with this? So we're just gonna do... So, we're going up on that one. I'm just gonna do another of those shelters. There we go, okay. Simple, but it works, you know? We're gonna go with... So then we're gonna go with... We're gonna go back to our forest. There we are. Okay, so we're gonna with a really dense deal of ferns. As usual. And then remove the tree ferns. And just keep going. Make sure we get the ground cover ferns. Well, you know, covering the ground properly. There we go. Okay. That looks about right. There we go. Got this all good with coastal. And now we're pretty... I think we're also ready to do scrub grass, because... which we might as well do now. There we go. Here we go. Get plenty of scrubby grass here. Make it good and scrubby. Then go over to the pool water. 50 meters. Boop. There. Water pool. Okay, anyway, 30 meter? 20? Anyone? Okay, so that's... and that lets us go to 1510. And what should be a very similar density. Make sure our sparsest areas are covered. There we go. And tree removal. I've gotten a bit lazy, but oh well. You know, after doing this for so long, it's kind of like, yeah, let's finish the series. But I do want to make sure that I'm still doing a good job, and I am actually happy with this work. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm still, like, proud to call this one of my deals. Though I think there is some room for more stuff, but honestly, I can't be bothered with some of it. Like, I thought of making it where, you know, there's not, like, separated biome stuff, but instead it's all blended together, but I'm like, honestly, I don't really want to mess with that, because some of these biomes, the biome combos, it's like, how? Like, temperate in general, pain in the butt. Though with Boreal it might actually be better, but I'm happy to release you two. Bippin and Halia. Boop, boop. There we go, Bippin. Track you down. Voila. And Halia's kind of yellow. Kind of darker. More of a deep brown. But it's a nice look, you know, buddy? I will give you that. But without further ado, this has been Prehistoric Kingdom, the all-in-one zoo. Hope you all have enjoyed this. I've certainly been enjoying making this series and getting it all out there, even if it's being recorded way early, because the next project is going to be quite a task. But you'll have to find out more about that next time. So, anyway, if you want to keep in tune for the finale of this series, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, all that stuff, to stay tuned in and follow along to what happens next. And with that, I'll see y'all next time!